Hello. Okay, well, we have this TED Talk, and then we have the reading, and then we will be finished with the videos. I will be making a video on, online presentation tips. You guys probably know it from last time. There might be a few small changes, but yeah, I have this reading and then the presentation tips, where I will also talk a little bit about the writing part of the test. A lot of that you also will hear in class. All right, so yeah, we're talking about fashion, specifically, or at least the woman giving the TED Talk will be talking about secondhand or vintage, right? Anyways, you will understand more once you start watching the TED Talk. So the unit is what we wear. This is the TED Talk, as I said at the beginning. This is going to be a long one. So I'm going to go a little fast in some parts. All right, so let's begin with something about the speaker. Okay, Arrington's idea is worth threading is that secondhand shopping, as I have here, can reduce our impact on the environment and our wallets, money, while still being fun and creative. Okay, let's listen and read along. And as you're doing that, it's very short. Take a look at these 3 questions. What color does she like most? Where does she shop for clothing? And what did she bring to the TED conference? Okay, so without saying anything more, let me start the audio. I'll wait 5 seconds, make sure you're on page 84. And start. Oh, here it is.
Wearing nothing new. Jessie Arrington, designer, TED speaker. Jessie Arrington describes herself as outfit obsessed. She says that her favorite color is rainbow, and her outfits include many different colors and patterns. Arrington has a lot of clothes, but she doesn't spend a lot of money on them. She buys them in secondhand stores. For her trip to the TED conference, Arrington brought nothing but a tiny suitcase full of underwear. She then spent every day of the conference shopping for a new outfit.
All right, so yeah, take a look at these questions, as I said, and answer them based on the reading that we just heard and you were reading with. And of course, you have as much time as you need. Pause the video now. All right, you have unpaused your video and you are ready to check your answers. So let's do that in all right, so what color does she like most? Rainbow. Where does Aronton shop for clothing? Or here's a hint. Secondhand stores. And what did Aronton bring to the TED conference? A tiny suitcase full of underwear. And for some reason, I have the countdown clock next. So Yeah, first, do what you need to do. I'll wait about 10 seconds. If you need to pause and write, if you need to take a screenshot. And I'm looking over here at the timer, and okay, 10 seconds. All right, I said there would be a timer. Here we go. I forgot to take that out. It's okay, let's just move on. All right, a personal treasure hunt. Here, scan, just look for the information. You don't have to read the whole thing. Just look for the information. How does Arrington describe herself in her secondhand clothes? Underline the answer. And then it says, read it one more time. Why does she like shopping at secondhand stores? So look for that. Right, I forgot to put the pause button, but I forgot to say too, you have as much time as you need. Pause your video now. All right, you have unpaused your video and you are ready to check A, underline, and then we will go over B. So let's check that in. All right, so the answer for the question, how does Arrington describe herself in her secondhand clothes? You should have underlined. She describes, well, you don't have to write this, you had to just underline, right? I look pretty unique. So she feels that she looks pretty unique. All right, and this is a quote. This whole thing is a quote. You will be hearing it in her TED Talk. All right, also for B, you did not have to underline, but you should have looked for it. Why does she like shopping at secondhand stores? And I did underline it, but I also wrote what the answer is. The underlined part is secondhand shopping allows me to reduce impact on my wardrobe. Okay, let me read this one more time. Secondhand shopping allows me to reduce the impact my wardrobe has on the environment and my wallet. Again, you can underline that now if you didn't do it. Really, all you had to do was write an answer that has what you see here. It allows her to meet interesting people, donate to charity, look unique, and enjoy shopping. All right, I'll leave this up for about 10 seconds, especially for B. Do what you need to do, and we'll move on. All right, you've done what you needed to do. Let's move on to getting the main ideas. All right, so we're going to watch the first part of her TED Talk. And I'm going to skip to just the main idea part. But just so you know, as you can see, for number 2 in critical thinking, it's something for you to think about. So let's move to the next slide. Right, it has the video plus this is all you need to do. Watch this. What is the purpose of the segment of her talk? In other words, what is the main idea? Choose the 2 best statements. So of the 4, choose 2. All right, let me turn my video off. It helps just a little bit. And let's begin. Oh, this? Okay.
Kathy, and this is my suitcase. But before I show you what I've got inside, I'm going to make a very public confession, and that is I'm outfit obsessed. I love finding, wearing, and more recently, photographing and blogging a different colorful, crazy outfit for every single occasion. But I don't buy anything new. I get all my clothes secondhand from flea markets and thrift stores. Oh, thank you. Secondhand shopping allows me to reduce the impact my wardrobe has on the environment and on my wallet. I get to meet all kinds of great people. My dollars usually go to a good cause. I look pretty unique. And it makes shopping like my own personal treasure hunt. I mean, what am I going to find today? Is it going to be my size? Will I like the color? Will it be under $20? If all the answers are yes, I feel as though I've won.
All right. So choose the best two statements. You have as long as you need. Pause the video now. And that was my cat. All right, or yeah, our cat. So you have unpaused the video. You're ready to check your answers. Let's do that in and the best two statements are to describe how she shops for clothes, to explain that she loves clothes. All right. How does Arrington decide what clothes to buy? Check the questions she asks when she is shopping. All right. Pause the video for as long as you need now. All right, you have unpaused the video. I'm sure most of you went to the back of the book to look at the script. So let's check your answers in all right, and the questions she asks herself and feels like if the answers are yes, that she won. Does it fit me? Do I like the color? Is the price $20 or less? All right. So the answers here are 1, 4, 5. $20 or less. There you go. That's not bad. Yeah. Now we get to critical thinking. For number 2, like I said, it's something for you to think about. But for number 1, Arrington says that she is going to make a very public confession. Why does she say this? Think about the answer, and yeah, you have as much time as you need. Pause the video now. All right, you have unpaused the video and you're ready to check what you wrote. Here we go in. Okay, so she's, when somebody says they're going to make a public confession, it means that the person is going to share some private information with everyone. So the answer for this, because it's about her, she is going to share some private information with everyone. Okay, I'll leave this up for maybe 5 seconds. Do what you need to do, and we'll move on. Okay, 5 seconds. Part 2, a week of outfits. Understanding key details. All right, this obviously we're going to be watching part 2. So it says here work with a partner, but of course you're going to have to work by yourself because you are probably watching this in your home or in your dorm. Now it's what you should be doing, but I won't. I'll play the video, and then you can write down what the missing words are. But it says here that you're supposed to guess what the missing word is for each statement. Then check your ideas as you watch part 2 of the TED Talk. So you can start guessing now, or you can wait, but I'll read these. Wearing blank colors can make you feel happy. It isn't important to blank and act like other people. If you are blank, you can look good in anything. People like to blank to you when you wear interesting clothes. All right. What I want you to do here, of course, is listen for when she says this or when she says these things, and listen for the missing words. Here we go.
I want to get back to my suitcase. Tell you what I packed for this exciting week here at TED. I mean, what does somebody with all these outfits bring with her? I'm going to show you exactly what I brought. I brought 7 pairs of underpants, and that's it. Exactly 1 week's worth of undies is all I put in my suitcase. I was betting that I'd be able to find everything else I could possibly want to wear once I got here to Palm Springs. And since you don't know me as the woman walking around TED in her underwear, that means I found a few things, and I'd really love to show you my week. So as I do this, I'm also gonna tell you a few of the life lessons that, believe it or not, I have picked up in these adventures wearing nothing new. So let's start with Sunday. I call this Shiny Tiger. You do not have to spend a lot of money to look great. You can almost always look phenomenal for under $50. This whole outfit, including the jacket, cost me $55, and it was the most expensive thing that I wore the entire week. Monday, color is powerful. It is almost physiologically impossible to be in a bad mood when you're wearing bright red pants. If you are happy, you are going to attract other happy people to you. Tuesday, fitting in is way overrated. I spent a whole lot of my life trying to be myself and at the same time fit in. Just be who you are. If you are surrounding yourself with the right people, they will not only get it, they will appreciate it. Wednesday, embrace your inner child. Sometimes people tell me that I look like I'm playing dress up, or that I remind them of their 7-year-old. I like to smile and say thank you. Thursday, confidence is key. If you think you look good in something, you almost certainly do. And if you don't think you look good in something, you're also probably right. I grew up with a mom who taught me this day in and day out, but it wasn't until I turned 30 that I really got what this meant. And I'm going to break it down for you for just a second. If you believe you're a beautiful person inside and out, there is no look that you can't pull off. So there is no excuse for any of us here in this audience. We should be able to rock anything we want to rock. Thank you. Friday, a universal truth. 5 words for you. Gold sequins go with everything. And finally, Saturday. Developing your own unique personal style is a really great way to tell the world something about you without having to say a word. It's been proven to me time and time again as people have walked up to me this week simply because of what I'm wearing. And we've had great conversations. So obviously this is not all going to fit back in my tiny suitcase. So before I go home to Brooklyn, I'm going to donate everything back, because the lesson I'm trying to learn myself this week is that it's okay to let go. I don't need to get emotionally attached to these things, because around the corner, there's always going to be another crazy, colorful, shiny outfit just waiting for me if I put a little love in my heart and look. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, as I come back, yeah. You have as much time as you need. Pause the video now. All right, you have unpaused the video and you are ready to check your answers. Let's do that in. All right, so as you saw, and of course you were also able to read what you were saying in Korean, she didn't say exactly these words, but she did talk about it. So let's go over the answers. Wearing bright colors can make you feel happy. It is not important to fit in and act like other people. Be yourself, right? If you are confident, you can look good in anything. And people like to talk to you when you wear interesting clothes. All right, so as you're copying this, the words are bright, fit in, confident, talk. All right, 5 seconds, screenshot, pause the video, whatever you need to do it now. Okay, let's move on. Recognizing the speaker's point of view. All right, so read the excerpt from Jesse Aronton's TED Talk and answer the questions on the next page. I already know what the next slide is going to be. And the first 2 questions are, which statement matches Aronton's opinion about dressing confidently? And what do you think Aronton means by there is no look that you can pull off? As a matter of fact, I'll show you. And right, let me read this. Confidence is key. If you think you look good in something, you almost certainly do. And if you don't think you look good in something, you're also probably right. And she says a few other things. If you believe you are a beautiful person inside and out, there is no look that you can't pull off. So there's no excuse for any one of us here in this audience. Okay, I've already read this. Circle, write, pause the video for as long as you need. Now. All right, you've unpaused the video, which means you've circled what you thought was the correct one for number 1, and you wrote what you think was correct for number 2. Let's check in. All right, so which statement best matches Aronton's opinion about dressing confidently? We should all believe that we are beautiful. And what do you think Aronton means by there is no look you can't pull off? Okay, you should have something like this. She means that we can look good in any kind of outfit if we feel confident. So as long as you have something along the lines of we can look good in anything if we feel confident, that's fine. Now, if you want to copy what I wrote, that's fine. Again, you can pause the video, you can take a screenshot. I'll give you guys 5 seconds and then move on. All right, here we go, comparing messages. Read the quotes from this unit, then answer the questions. All right, so Jesse Arrington, who we just saw, fitting in is way overrated. Just be who you are. If you are surrounding yourself with the right people, they will not only get it, they will appreciate it. All right, and Jessica Quirk, this is somebody we're going to be learning about, or we're going to be reading what she has written, or what, anyways, you'll learn more about her in the reading. But something that she says, dressing for the job you want rather than the job you have can give you a day full of confidence. Okay, so that's Jesse Arrington, who we just saw, and Jessica Quirk, who we're going to read more about in our reading. So that would be for the next video. Right. And the questions, I don't show them to you, but you can see them. 1, 2, and AB, right? So pause the video to answer these questions for as long as you need now. All right, we're going to check the answer just for number 1. I was just looking at number 2 one more time, and I realized that this is more group work, so don't worry about it. Number 2 is something for you to think about. So for number 1, all right, so for number 1, match the summary sentences below to quotes A and B. So it is important to dress in a way that helps you work well. B, dressing for the job, which means number 2 is A. It is important to dress in a way that shows you your personality and style. All right, and we're getting to the last slide here. So, right, interpreting, you only have to do that. Reflecting, as you can see, that is something for you to think about. Just why is Jesse Arrington trying to learn to let go of her clothes, as she says, to let go? I'll explore more in just a minute. So for number 1, pause the video for as long as you need now. All right, you have unpaused and you are ready to check what you wrote for number 1 or what you think. Here we go in. All right, so it's long. So here we go. I'm gonna let it go here, and here we go. Aronton talks about needing to learn that another great find is right around the corner. So she doesn't need to keep everything she buys. All right, before I talk about explore more, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time here, maybe 10 seconds to copy this if you need to. Go ahead and do that now. But if you need more time to copy, you have it, because most of you, if not all of you, should have a topic for your final presentation. But if there is even one group that doesn't have a topic yet, or is not sure, this is a possible topic. And like I wrote, a possible topic if your group does not have one yet for the final presentation. All right, my next slide here is basically giving you an idea of what we're going to be doing in the next, or one of the things we will be doing in Zoom class. And this is, again, Zoom class preview. So we have Konglish, Korean, English mix. These are, you'll have these words, right? And that's it, I think. One more. And of course, in English, what exactly are these in English? What are the actual English words? This is just a class preview. So that's it. The video is over. And yeah, there's really not much to say. We just have the one more video, the reading, and we should be done. And of course, I will be making the final presentation tips, where I will also talk a little bit about the writing test questions. Oh, sorry, the questions about writing that you will have in the writing test. But a lot of what I'm going to say, I also will say in class. Anyways, on that note, I'll see you in Zoom. Bye.